Hello Chipsters, it's Gav. Welcome to another one of my videos. Today we're just going to take another look at the bust. I've got, I can't even remember what I'd actually got painted. I think I was going on to the Blooper, so the M79 Grenade Launcher. I've painted that. It might be the odd little bit I'll go back to if I think something needs changing up a bit. I've done the t-shirt and I've made a lot of progress on the helmet, or the helmet cover, whatever way you look at it. So I've done the camouflage pattern. Is it 100% to? Is it a Mitchell helmet? I can't. It's not 100% there. You know, as in, I looked at several helmet covers, repros and originals. So it's a facsimile of a helmet cover. I'm not going to say it's exactly right, because it's not, but you know, it looks to me like, so I'm looking at it, so looking at you, it looks to me like a Vietnam helmet cover. I've gone for the faded green one rather than the frog skin one, just because I thought more artistic again. We've got the different greens, we've got the oatmeal coloured flak jacket CBA. So yeah, it's more for that reason. I actually quite like the frog skin ones, just as something to look at. We've got the helmet band, rubber helmet band. They came in different types. You quite often know rubber helmet band, either sometimes made from an inner tube or a proper piece of rubber that was made for the job. But they also had webbing type helmet bands as well. I've not done I would imagine the box on the side of it is a packet of fags or cigarettes, so I'll be painting those probably as some Marlboros, but I haven't got around to that yet. But so yeah, we'll go down and take a look. The only other thing, I've done the watch bezel. I've done it in the end. I only saw about two and both those were partially hidden under cuffs and that. So I've just gone down my own road with that. So I did a black base, painted the watch dials. Can I even think? The big hand and the little hand. In I believe, I can't remember what grey it was. To be honest with you now. I've also just done the main 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, you know, the quarters, and then I put some silver grey over to show the light going on the glass, and then put some white on top. I actually did without thinking, I did the actual base of the watch in non-metallic, completely forgetting that I'd done metallic on I think it's because I'd done the Blooper, which is obviously blued as it's called, bluing, to obviously stop them rusting. I'd done obviously that in a blue, well, you know, in a black. Let's just put it that way. So I think I just wanted to try this watch out, and I thought I haven't done the strap on it because I wanted to do the flesh tones next, and I did the watch without really thinking about it. And it wasn't until about a few days later I'm busily painting whatever I was painting on it at the time, and said to myself, yes, it does look nice. I mean, you know, you can see the light reflections on it. It looks fairly good in my opinion. The only problem is, obviously, I've done metallic on other parts, so that will be changed to metallic. It's a shame really, but I'm not going to change all the other bits over. Not that I've done a lot of metallic on it, they're only on the press studs and things like that, but I'm going for a real, we say authentic when I haven't done the helmet cover exactly every little bit of pattern on each leaf, but you know, it's going for that look anyway. So I will paint over that bit. I'll leave the bezel. Is it called the bezel or the bevel? Well, I don't know, the glass bit anyway. I'll leave that intact. So let's go down and take a look. We're not that far off now, as I say. Probably I'm going to be working on the Badger tonight, but if I might have half an hour or so, maybe 40 minutes, and just start doing some staining on the helmet cover as well, just to bring it down slightly. And I might just put fade out. Although he's done I've done some graffiti on the helmet, and he's done it in a China. If he was real, has done it on it with a China graph pencil, so it's fairly dark. But I probably would like to just maybe fade that out in places as well, because I did the graffiti over the top of the faded helmet cover. Let's go and have a look. Right guys, here's our marine bust. I think he's coming on quite well. Let's see, shall we? So I've got quite bright lights everywhere at the moment. Now I believe, let's just move me painting lamp. Right. What have we done since I last seen you? Well, there's the. Let's go in. So I've taken some photographs of this. There'll be photos at the end, guys, as usual. I've not gone to town on this. As I say, it's supposed to be, you know, like grainy with the light over the glass type of thing. You can just see. I've tried to do it so you only just see the hands through it. We've got some shadow areas in there as well. I thought that wood grains come up nice on the butt of and on this very small bit of stock you can see on the blooper, but I did think that came up quite nice. If you want to know how to do that, and you could probably get away with it even as low as 28mm figures if you wanted to put the time in. I did that with I think that was whole red I used on the wood grain effects, and then I put some. It was like I can't even forget what I put on it now, but it's very light. You could get away with any light. Let me 1 minute. This is the problem with doing off the cuff videos, and as you can, obviously my head's a bit messed up today, which is why I'm struggling with my thought processes. I do apologise. It's unfortunately living with PTSD. It's not always the easiest thing to live with. As I scrabble around really quick for the paints, which I probably haven't used, but I'll lead you down the wrong path. But this is the type of idea I've got anyway. This is, what have we got? Wood base. Strange enough for that. And that one's a warm grey, it's like a pepper grey. But you could go lighter, and what you do is you put your, let's get it back, Gav. You put your darker wood grain effects in first, and then you put the lighter ones in. Now these bits here are not the lighter ones, they're scratches I've put in afterwards. You probably can't see, but just under the surface there's lighter grainy effects as well. And then I've taken darker paints. Obviously these are all done in like an orangey brown, and then this is actually shadow flesh, which is that reddy colour, and I've glazed that, so very, very thin paint, so if you put it on your thumbnail you'd see straight through your thumbnail. And I've just kept glazing these areas to darken them up, and then I've gone over with some my favourite rubber black, tyre black, which is what's gone on the helmet band there. If you make that into a glaze as well, you can darken areas again where you want to, and then I've put some very little dots and scratches just to show again, and some around there. And that was done in some a stone of some description, I believe, or yellow ochre, something like that. And that'll give you some scratches on top. I didn't want to start trying to put some earth staining on the butt or anything, just because it just get lost in all this. You know, that's where you have to be a bit artistic as well. You know, yes, it probably would have more smudges, and especially with that type of damp earth that they were rolling around in and trying to keep the reds down. you probably would have it on the stock and the butt as well, but when you're going for this appearance, you're just going to muck it all up. So I've added some scratches on the rubber, the butt plate here, and just some smudges of earth there that would have smudged into the rubber. These you can actually, I don't know if they were actually plastic or not, but you could get them really like a reddy brown, really dark brown, but I wanted to go for the wood textures in this, so I went for the ones that were wood and had a lot of grain showing on them. This probably needs a tiny bit more shadow up here yet, I'm not 100% sure, but you can't really see, I don't think. I'm trying to get the lights in a bit better. I've done, as you can probably see, some very faint textures in there, just some lines. It is t-shirt material, and I had to look at my own t-shirt I was wearing at the time to see if it had got some type of what you could call texture. I've added a few dirt smudges in and flicks, as you can see. I used some, what is it sea grey? This is a very good colour for, where are we? Sea grey is very good for, it's greeny grey for doing metallic-y type scratches. Now this isn't metallic, it is non-metallic, but it's such tiny amounts you don't really get the, I didn't mind mixing that up with the others, where I think the watch bezel is, or the watch itself is, I don't know if that works. If you've got an opinion, put it down in the comments. I don't know if that works with the metallic we've got on these, you see, so I'll towards the end, once I've done the helmet cover and started putting the flesh on, I might change that over. But I've just put a metal feel on it. I don't know if those tube chips are probably a bit big there, I might fade them out a bit, but I've just tried to put you know, just a slightly warm metal to give you the idea that that's metal. On the top of the t-shirt there'll be some darker lines when the time comes. Obviously I've got to do the flesh yet, do some shadow areas in that. So the rubber band, I was only just staining it last night, did put a bit of the stains there, but I'm gonna probably put some highlights in there as well, and a few little scratches and things, and probably lighten up some of the reddy brown on there. Helmet cover, put tour guide on the front, which I was going to put on the jacket, so that had to go on really. We've got Motor City. I take it the fella's been from Detroit. I hope I've got that right. If I haven't, we're a bit stuffed. And then he's just marking the days down there. He's done 7 months in country, and as I say, that's still got to be painted obviously yet. But yeah, I'm quite happy with all that. I don't think the helmet cover's that bad. I wasn't 100% sure, but I don't think it's that bad. I might for the foliage, the slits for putting foliage in, I might blacken them up a bit more, but I don't really think it needs it. So yeah, that's our guy. There'll be a load of photographs on at the end. As I say, I don't think he's turning out too bad. I've quite enjoyed this one actually. I was a bit sceptical as I was sticking it together, and because it was an absolute bind to stick it together. But I don't think it's too bad when you see past my bad filling and whatever. You know, it's we've probably got another, as I say, probably a couple of hours left. Just faffing around with the helmet a bit more. I need to put a bit of shadow areas. There is some, but I need to put a bit of shadow areas in the helmet in places. Put a bit of highlights in. Put a bit of you know, earth tones on there slightly, but without overdoing it. We do still want to show the main green of the helmet off without making it too mucked up. And then it's on to the dreaded flesh tones. I've got my AK book, which has all types of if the, you know, all types of flesh tones from the who's on the planet, it's got it in there. So hopefully with that as a bit of guidance, we shall make it look something right. So we're not far off. I did think I'd have to send off for a plinth, but I was looking in my box last night and I've got one last plinth, which is one of the U ones. I was going to mount him, and this will get painted as well again. It's all worn where I was holding it to begin with, but that won't be a problem. I'll reprime that and repaint it. I'll just brush prime it. I mean, I'm not going anywhere near with the spray. But yeah, I like it. As I say, I've had direction with this one. The thing is with the Oiram bust, I completely lost. It wasn't lost. I didn't lose enthusiasm for painting her. It was just the fact I just lost direction. And when you do that, sometimes you just got to stop, because it's not like say painting a War Games commission, a couple of battalions for somebody, where it's a case of you just push on through whether you're enjoying the painting that day or not. You know, that's, yeah, obviously you still got to do it to a high standard, but it's not something where it's up to you whether you paint it or not, you know. And the Oiram bust, I just completely lost direction with it. It wasn't the dreaded, was it like what people say, lose mojo or anything, or painting block. It was just I'd lost direction with the face. And I've seen a couple of other people paint that, and I've had some ideas, so I'm hoping that it doesn't leave me before I get back on there. We'll see. But yeah, this one I've just, I think it helped. I mean, I picked the Oiram bust because I'm interested in Japanese subjects, so it wasn't as if I didn't have an interest in the subject. But obviously, I'm very interested in Vietnam, or the Vietnam War. So yeah, it's just been good. I mean, it's been good so far, and we've not touched the dreaded flesh yet. I've not left that on purpose to the end. I changed directions when we're painting, you know, how I paint it, where I go with what gets painted next. You know, I hit it with the bits I paint first are the ones I've got the first ideas on, if that makes sense. But I do prefer normally to leave the flesh towards the end. That's just how I paint. So thank you very much for stopping by and taking a look. We shall have some progress to show you in what should we say, probably a week or so, and get this one nearly done. And as I say, I get this one closer to get it on a plinth, because I've actually got a plinth. I'm going to save some pennies up and buy in another 3 or 4, 5, I don't know. I like the ones that you see that I use now with the like picture frame at the bottom. It's more for stability. You know, it's they don't fall over. So I've got some ideas. I've been looking at other busts, and I've got some ideas for oncoming busts. I will try and up my bust painting, because it's out of everything I do, it's the stuff I enjoy the most. I just go off on different tangents, obviously, with painting all the War Games figures, whether it's for people or for sale later. Or, well, I paint them, obviously, then I just enjoy the other ones you see me paint on the side. The Wild West figures I'll probably be holding on to. I've got some World War II German paras to paint, because I just wanted to paint them. Although I've seen I'm not sure if it's a 200mm German paratroop officer from Monte Cassino as a full figure. I did see it at Telford. I might get that still, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I've seen some other busts that I'd fancy doing. It's just obviously you can't, there's no point buying loads and loads of them. I just buy one every now and then, or I might have 1 or 2 I keep in the collection ready, or waiting to get painted. I've got a mini bust as well, which I've got to do and show off as well, and I've got a plinth for that. So yeah, photos at the end. What I will do is, when this is all complete, I'm going to do it with the German figures I showed. I was just about to get rid of them all off my computer, and I suddenly thought, this is for Jason. I suddenly thought, no, I'm going to do a slideshow type thing from, just put a bit of music on. It'd probably only be about 2 or 3 minute video. You don't have to put a comment on that one. It's just, I just fancied putting them all together one last time and putting them on. And I'll do the same with this, because I've saved all the photographs that I've done, because I put this on Instagram as well. I'm not Instagram heavy, to be honest with you. I just put things on when I think about it, and been putting them on Facebook as well. So yeah, once I've got all the photographs done, I'll do another slideshow as well as that after the reveal video. Right, guys, look after yourselves. I hope you're enjoying. I don't know what other countries do around the world, but in the UK, the Easter bank holidays are Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. So I hope you're enjoying that. It's not really any different for me, but yeah, just enjoy yourselves. If you're a painter, enjoy your painting. If you're a modeller, enjoy your modelling. If you do a bit of both like me, enjoy everything. Look after yourselves, guys. We'll catch each other soon on another video.